Here we go. All right. Now we are live. Welcome. Welcome to the 14th show. 14 is an interesting number. Not only does my birthday lie on the 14th, it's just an interesting even number. So, what are we going to cover today? I know we got some call ins that we're about to have. So, this is a call in show for anybody that is unclear. This is a call in show. So, with a call in show, that means what I mean by that is that there's a link that I posted directly in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. You can't miss it. There's a link if you want to call into the show. That means it's also in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. It's also in the description. Now, that means we can come up here. We can talk about your situation, early stage, your dating, even your early stage relationship. But I want to preface this by saying, guys, I do not get into marriages per se, and I don't get into fiancés. And I typically don't get into relationships that have been going on for quite some time. And I'll tell you that for a variety of reasons, I'll go into that. I see there's a couple people that have already tried to call in. Let me go on my monologue real quick, then I will get to you guys. Sarah's first, then I see you, Jaylene, I see you, Joy. I see you guys in the call in. Understand something that I want this to be clear. And I want this to be clear because I think that this is your power and we kind of eliminate our power sometimes. Now, what's your power? Your power is when it comes to attracting people and even retaining people. Sometimes I got to keep this in my ear because I get to hear myself. And when it comes to even retaining people, you have to let people be who they are. You got to let them be themselves. You guys hear me good? Yes? You got to let people be themselves. If you can't let them be themselves, you can't force them into things. It doesn't work for people. You can't try and position yourself to have some sort of control over what they do, how they spend the day. See, what's hot off the gate, off the bat, is when you have a life to live. You're not overly concerned. What'd you do last night? Who you texting? I saw you like some girl's story, or I saw you like some girl's picture. Is that a comment I saw you made? These things are going to push them away. He's going to just go do it because he was thinking to himself, we're not even in a relationship yet. And she's pushing me out the door already, making me do the things that I'm like, I'm okay. What are you trying to control this now? You have to let them come to you. See, when you give people personal freedom, they feel seen. They feel like, wow, she lets me be who I am. She's not trying to control her. He's not trying to control the scenario or situation. They're letting me show them who I am. And so many of us forget. Shout out to Ricky for the jewels, for the 1,000 jewels. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Rick. Much love for the super chat. I think that's super chat or it's just a jewel. I don't even know at this point. Shout out to you, Rick. You got to let people be who they are because that level of freedom, I'm telling you right now, will make them want to come and navigate to you because you don't have a control over them. They're not locked up ball and chain. That's not interesting, especially before a relationship. You got to let people be who they are. And sometimes we get over to this point where we become a little more controlling. It becomes, what can we do to make them fit inside our box? It's not going to work in your favor. I can almost guarantee it. And by the way, here's the caveat to that statement. If it does work in your favor, you have a sucker on your hands. Congratulations. Because you can't control them. People are going to be who they are. And matter of fact, what's going to make you hotter and more attractive, and I'm talking about from girl to guy, what's going to make him more attracted to you, is the fact you are giving him his space because he's going to want to navigate back to you because it's hot. Doesn't mean pull away from him. It means you're not overly trying to get over his shoulder, everything. What's he doing over there? Micro controls. Nobody wants that. Now, there's two ways to communicate. If you've experienced problems, or if you experience an issue, or if there's something that's going on that you just don't like. Something that you just don't like. And that's fair. We're all going to run into this at some point. You're not unique. That's bound to happen, pal. When this does happen, there's two ways of communication. Many people go down the latter route, which is not typically the good route. There's good faith and there's bad faith. See, good faith comes from a place of curiosity, general and genuine curiosity, not trying to find out where he's lying. I'm going to catch him. You going to catch him? I'm going to catch him. You going to catch him, girl? I caught him. I think I got him. That doesn't make people perform at their best for you. That doesn't make people utilize the best juices for them to flow through you. Now that sounded odd. I understand. I know it did. Sometimes I say things and you get my point though. The good faith is genuine curiosity. Hey, hope last night was well. Hope you had a good time. And let him disclose. Let them disclose. Don't say, who were you with last night? What'd you do last night? Tell me. Ain't nobody gonna finna tell you. And if he does, he's gonna lie to you. Coming at him like that. He's like, what am I already in trouble? We're not in a relationship. Now you're gonna put me in the fucking pen? Now you're gonna put me in jail for what? I didn't even do nothing. You coming at me like this? I can't even imagine what the next 6 months are gonna be like. All right. So those are the two. Those are the two big ones. And many of you use the bad faith, and bad faith doesn't work in your favor. We know this. It's not going to work in your favor. You're just going to get the worst out of people. And if we're talking about ladies, to you specifically, you get the worst out of him. The earlier the bad faith comes in, the more I'm going to catch him. And some of this stems from so much TikTok-ish you've been watching that honestly, you've just become another version of them. And that doesn't work because, again, like I'm going to go back and reiterate, it takes two parties to tango. Now, we're going to take the first call, see how that go. Second call, bang, and then the third call. So I see you guys. I got Sarah, Jaylene, and I got Lola now. Stay right there. I will get to you. Come on in, Sarah. Let's do this. Hello.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm just using my AirPods and they're not the greatest.
Yeah,
Um, okay, this is my first time joining this, so I'm like a little nervous.
that's all right. Sarah, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada. And how old?
Yeah, I just turned 32.
Amazing. 32. Toronto, Canada. All right, Sarah. Before you get going, before I'm going to give you the floor, and you're going to tell me the issue, and we're going to work through it together. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First off, before you do that, shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Ricky for the super chat. Much love, man. I see you. Appreciate you. All right, go ahead, Sarah. Hit us. What you got?
Okay, so it's actually related to what you just said, kind of. So I was considering starting to see someone who I've been seeing in the past, like a year ago. So I was like considering giving him a chance again. Um, and there's this woman who is like obsessed with him, and she will comment on his pictures and write like, "Oh, so handsome," or like she'll write like "my love," and she'll put a kiss face. And then I asked him, "Are you in a relationship with her?" And then he said, "No, we're not in a relationship." And he's like pursuing me, but this woman is like writing these comments to him, and in general, she just like obsesses over him. And and then I brought it up to him. So this is like related to what you said because I don't know if I'm like I shouldn't even be like affected by this, but it did bother me. Like when I saw it,
Mm-hmm.
it did bother me, so I brought it up to him. Um, like
Okay.
I guess
Okay. Let me
yeah.
let me go from my questioning. Right. I heard your general
Okay.
premise. By the way,
Yeah.
I can understand why it would bother you. Okay. So let's start there. It's not weird for that to bother you. Okay. Fair. How long you guys been seeing each other?
We haven't started seeing each other this summer, but last summer we were seeing each other for like maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Like it didn't
Okay. So
last very long.
3 to 4 weeks
Yeah.
a year ago,
Yes.
and then you started to rekindle when?
Just like within the last 3 to 4 weeks. But we didn't talk, we didn't like
Okay.
meet up. Yeah, we didn't meet up.
Okay. So you just started to conversate on some phone number or wherever, right? Text or DM or
Yes,
something.
yes.
All right. So you just started the conversation back up, and there's been no asking out.
There has been us, yeah, there's
Okay.
been
And why hasn't insight in person meeting happened yet?
because I wasn't sure if I want to um like like entertain this again, basically. Because like last year when it ended because of the same reason pretty much. Like that woman was like still obsessed with him last year.
Okay. And you ended it because of that. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
And this is when you were meeting up with him.
Yes.
How many times did you see him?
I saw him 3 times.
3 times. All right, so this time comes around and it's the same girl.
Yes.
And you're saying she's commenting on his stuff online. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. And you brought it up to him. What exactly did you say?
I I screenshotted the comments and I sent it to him and I asked him, "Are you in a relationship with her?" Because she'll write comments that, like, she'll put a kiss face, she'll write like, "I'm all yours." So he comments on her pictures too, saying looking good, beautiful, beautiful, and then she'll comment back saying, "I'm all yours." So then I asked him, "Are you in a relationship with her?" And then he said, "No, I'm not." And then he said that she's married. And then I asked him, like, is she married to you? Like, are you, because she's saying she's all yours, like
And
this
what do you
whole
say?
situation.
What do you
And then
say?
he said, no, she's not married to me. She's married to her husband. She's happily married with kids, apparently, according to him.
Sure. Well, listen, I don't. uh, How old is he, by the way?
He's like 38.
And you're what again? Sorry, sir. Remind me.
I'm 32.
32. Right. All right. So he's 38. So he's been going back and forth with this girl, probably his little side girl.
Yeah,
Safe to assume,
safe to assume.
at the minimum,
Yeah,
because people that haven't been like that don't go back and forth with each other. See, now if it was one sided, see, when you told me it was one sided, I said, "Oh, interesting. There's wiggle room here." One
yeah,
sided. I mean, I don't know what he does. I don't know what he said, but plenty of girls comment crazy things online. It doesn't mean that they're entertaining it, but apparently he is entertaining it.
yeah. Like he's encouraging. Yeah, he's kind of like encouraging it by commenting on her
Oh, definitely encouraging
posts.
it. I mean,
Yeah,
he's most definitely seen her many times,
yeah,
obviously, right?
yeah.
Did
I
he
would.
accept that? Did he agree with that?
Um, I didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him that, but like I do think so.
All right.
And that's, yeah, that's what stops me from like seeing him, like giving it a chance again. But
Fair.
then
Fair.
yeah.
But then what? Go ahead. Let you finish and I got a
But
question.
then the question is like, what do I do in a situation like this? Like, do I, another option is like I could just ignore it and like let it work at play out with him without her like being a factor. But
Yeah,
it
because
is a
that
factor. Yeah.
no, I get it. It's definitely a
Yeah.
factor in your head. I'm just saying that, and by the way, it doesn't look good, and I understand that. I'd be very
Yeah.
suspicious. Fair enough, because there's been back and forth publicly,
Yes. Yeah.
so you have a right to feel like that. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
How interested are you in this guy? Take this thing out of it. I just want this thing out for the moment.
Yeah.
How interested? One to
Um,
10. 1 to 10. 10 being the most, one being the least.
I would say it's pretty high. It's pretty high. There's just a few things. So without her in the picture,
Yeah, I just want to know how
without this
interested you are in
factor,
him as a person.
in him as a person,
Hmm.
like it's high. It's high. Like 9 out of 10.
Why?
Why?
Hmm.
Because we have a lot of compatibility and like similar interests.
Well, if this
Like
was
I
the
have,
case last
yeah,
time, why didn't you try to get past that and communicate with him of why this could be a problem for you trying to see somebody and want to take the next thing of your life seriously when he's doing online activity like that?
yeah. Well, um, last time, like he actually, so he got like jealous that other men were giving me attention, and then he met up with her and posted her on his story. And then after that, I just never spoke to him again because I just was like so turned off like
Okay.
by this whole
Okay, fair. Fair. I can understand that. But that's why I'm trying to understand what makes you so interested in him.
yeah. It's like the qualities about him not related to these things, if that makes sense.
But you haven't met up with him in a year and you've just been talking.
Yeah.
You've just been pen paling.
I haven't been talking. It was like 1 year of no contact.
No, I mean this last couple weeks, this has been pen
Yeah.
pal.
Oh, we haven't been, no, we haven't been talking. It's just been like, um, he came back into my life by commenting on my business account. So I don't have social media. I only have a business account on social
Hmm.
media.
Hmm.
And he commented on my business account, and then we kind of
Listen,
initiated
here's
like
the
a
thing,
meetup.
right? Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, right? Everybody has a past. We
Yeah.
could choose to accept that past or not. And if you see this as a real problem because you guys just so happen to start talking again, but this same problem has come back around again. So it's a little bit of a sticky situation. I'm not gonna lie. The
Yeah.
question you have to ask yourself is it worth giving one shot to? And I don't know if I can answer that for you.
Hmm.
I don't like that behavior, but at the same time, it's not like he's even met up with you again since that point.
He
It
tried
is a
to.
little
So
shady.
yeah.
It is a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah.
But is it worth going on one date with?
Just to see.
I I mean, listen,
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of any of it. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. But
Yeah.
I don't know why your interest is so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
my
so
point is
true.
this: if your interest is so high because of the story about this dude and he's so sweet and nice and all this, let it become real, and then you get to see it's not really not a 9, maybe it's a 5. So that's
Yeah.
on you. If you don't want to do that, that's okay too. I'm just saying that I can understand why this is a flag. I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get you. It's just a matter of are you okay with this flag at the moment?
No, like my gut feeling was like, no chance I'm tolerating this.
Okay,
Like,
so
there's
let
no
him know.
chance.
Say, hey,
Yeah.
listen, let him know. Then that's okay to let him know that then. If that's the
Yeah.
way you truly feel, let him know. And say, hey, listen, I
Yeah.
I wanted to go on the date, but then this kind of turned me off again. It was the same thing as I did last time. So maybe it's just not the best for us. So maybe it's not.
Yeah. I did. So I did do that. So I actually ended things with him. That's where we stand like right now. I ended things. Things didn't even start. Like I didn't even meet up with him yet. And then but I ended it because of this
Okay.
situation. And I told
All right.
him I'm not comfortable with it and I'm
And what do you
not.
say?
And then he just like was kind of dismissing what I was saying. Like he was just focusing on the fact that she's married. He just kept replying saying she's married, she's happily married.
It doesn't
Like
sound
he
like that.
wasn't,
It don't sound like that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking too.
It don't sound like she's married. So either he's lying or he's in some sketchy shit with a married woman.
Yeah.
So which one is
Yeah.
it? Pick your lie,
Yeah.
Uh, I again, I'm not trying to send mixed signals here. I would be a little suspicious about that, but my point is, I'm all for giving people moments of opportunities. That's just me. I'm just a little more biased to pushing things towards relationship. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case here. I am saying though that that's why when I asked your interest, if you'd have gave me a 5 or 6, I would say leave this dude alone.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
said a 9.
Mhm.
And I said, well, let's figure out if it's actually a 9. I think it might be worth one
Mhm.
meetup. Because
Okay.
there's all these things you can see online. Of course, somebody can comment on my shit, and somebody be like, my girlfriend could look at that and be like, "What's that? I don't
Mhm.
even know this girl."
Mhm.
That's just not the case here. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, but then it's like he's commenting to her
I
too. So
agree. I
it's
agree. That's why
yeah,
I said this is
yeah.
a flag.
Mhm.
I don't like
Mhm.
it, and I told you that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you have such high interest in him. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, figure out why or
Yeah,
figure out why. It's just I don't know, attraction. Like I just feel very attracted to him.
you were already intimate with this guy.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
Okay,
I was very attracted to him before that
I'm
too.
sure. I'm sure. No, I'm sure. I know.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Well, I'm not going to give you the straight answer here because
Yeah.
I could sit there and say no. It sounds like a little fraudy.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to tell you that, and then you go ahead and you say, "Yeah, you're right," and then every night you're saying, "Well, maybe I should have just went out with him once." Because here's the thing: what I've realized is this, especially when it comes to things that are a little gray like this,
Mhm.
people can tell you all sorts of things. You can look at the chat, you can listen to your friends, you can watch online. They're all going to tell you, "Nah, let that go."
Mhm.
And I'm saying to you is that you still got to live with that. Are you okay with living that you never gave it another shot? That's my question. And if you're not, then I would say go on one date. If you are okay with
Mhm.
that, then let this man go now.
Right. Yeah. That's what I can't figure out. Like I can't figure out if like I should let that woman do whatever she's doing and just because people could be doing whatever they're doing privately. Like anyone I start
Sure.
talking to, they could be having this kind of thing going on privately. and I would
Sure.
never know, and our
Of course you
relationship
would.
would be developing normally.
Yeah,
But
that's
my,
true. But yeah,
yeah,
that's true. You never do know until you get to know them. So,
yeah.
all right. All right, girl.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Shout out to Sarah. I will elaborate more on Sarah's before I bring in Jaylene. Jaylene, I see you. I see Jaylene, Lola, Nicole, and Dana. I see you guys. I'm gonna get to you. Just don't go nowhere. I see you in there. You can always still watch the YouTube separately or even in here if you're in the back end. Backstage, as we like to call it. See, yeah, and that's what I agree with you. I said either he's lying about her being married, fact number one, or he's lying that her marriage is fulfilled. Which one is it? Because married women don't do that online. Fact number one. And they don't make it for public. They don't do that. Obviously, he's been giving her some vitamin D. And not just once. That's pretty obvious to me. So why don't we call Jaylene? Come on, Jaylene. Step up in. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
how you doing?
Good, good. So yeah, I'm a little nervous too. I'm a first time caller.
Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Where are you calling from, Jaylene?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando. Interesting. I was just in Orlando earlier this year. Okay, Orlando, Florida. And how old?
I'm 24.
24. All right, what you got for us?
So last weekend I had gone to a festival with my friends and I met a guy there and we locked eyes, right? I gave him the look and a few minutes go by and then I get up to go like to a vendor, get a drink. As I'm coming back down to my seat, he like waves me down to like go over to him. And also just for information, he was a vendor as well at this event. Okay. So he
Mm.
calls me over. I go over and he's like, "Oh, like I just want to say you're so beautiful." And like, I yeah, I think you're beautiful and you have such a beautiful smile. Like, I would love to get your number. So, obviously, I was giving him a look. I was attracted as well. So, I gave him my number. And then throughout the festival, I'm doing my own thing with my friends. And then he's doing his business.
All right,
And
let's get to it. Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you, Jay. I'm following on, but let's get to the actual thing where things start to get spicy.
so we ended up hooking up that same night.
That same night. How'd that happen? He's like, "Oh, come with me." And you were like, "All right."
No. So I go over, I ask him for something. I asked him for ice because only the vendors had ice. So I asked him, he goes, "Oh, what are you doing later?" I said, "I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go get drinks with my friends after this." He goes, "Well, if you're not doing, like, if it's not too late, maybe we can do something, right?" So I go out for drinks and then he texts me and he's basically saying, "Oh, I'm on my way home." I'm thinking we're gonna go out like that. And he's like, by this point, it's 90 something degrees outside. It's hot. I'm tired. And he's like, "Well, I'm tired too. Like, if you want, you can just come over." So I did.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
And obviously we hooked up. I'm not mad about it. Like
Okay.
obviously there was a physical attraction,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I don't know how I feel. Like I don't know if like I just don't know. I don't really do the whole hookups and the way it just happened. Like I don't really do that, so I don't know how to maneuver.
When did this happen?
Last Saturday,
Last Saturday. Have you guys spoken since?
yeah, we've been speaking every day.
Every day. Did he ask to see you?
He said on Monday that he said he wanted to do something. I was busy. I said, "But we can probably do something during the weekend." Then he said, "Sure, let's do it." He never followed up with like actual plans. And it's now Thursday. Like he
Okay.
hasn't said anything.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? A lot of girls think that if you hook up with the guy on the first date, he don't like you. Like that's not true, obviously. The issue it does raise is that you don't know if he really likes you yet.
Mhm.
That's why it wasn't even a date, but that's why the first time is never optimal for you ladies because you just don't know if he's really interested in you
Mhm.
for you to get heartbroken like that or emotional broken, whatever the deal is, or let down or whatever it is.
Mhm.
So what's really the concern here? I mean, I know you said, I know, I heard you. That's not the biggest deal. There's been worse things. I
Well,
understand. And by the way, yes, you could argue a mistake, but you didn't think do you even like this guy?
that's the thing. I feel like it's so soon for me to really know. Like, I only met you once. Like, I don't know. Obviously, there's a physical attraction, but do I really like you? I don't know.
All right. So you've been texting every day. How's it been going? How's the text been going? Good? Interesting? Are they
It's
fun?
good. We talk. Yeah, we talk daily. Not like a couple times throughout the day. That's really it. He is older than me. He is 31, and he does have a daughter that's 11. So that's another thing that I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have children.
Yeah. Well, that might be a problem. That might be a problem.
Yeah, I just don't know like how to maneuver because like I was watching like one of your videos about being like casual Kathy, and I don't want to be a casual Kathy. I don't. And I don't know how to like
But
bring up the conversation.
listen, you don't have to bring up what conversation.
Like basically saying like, I know, we did X, Y, and Z. I'm not looking for anything casual. Like if you want more, we can pursue it. If not, then we kind of just leave it
Wait, hold on a
be.
second. What are you looking for out of dating? Let me ask you that question.
In general, obviously I want something serious. Do I want that with him? I don't know yet.
Okay. So if you don't really know if you even like this dude like that, which you don't know because you don't know him like that, then you have to kind of let this thing pan itself out. I wouldn't hold your past mishap or mistake up to a crazy standard that you're not going to live by. Like, listen, stuff like that happens.
Mhm.
Sometimes people don't like you. Sometimes they do like you. That only shows over time. So why don't you let this play out up until the weekend? You don't have to ask him out. You don't have to remind him to ask you out. See what he does until Sunday.
Okay.
Let it play out. Don't overstress about this situation. It's not that big of a deal.
Mhm.
We can come to all sorts of conclusions, but my point is he being consistent? Doesn't he want to see you? Is the only thing that really matters here. And you don't really know if you like him. So there you go. I know you
Okay.
feel a little bit, like, I don't know, in the moment because of what happened, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't overstress that. Not at this
Okay. So I
point. There's
should wait
nothing you
till the
can do.
weekend and then like if he doesn't make plans, like leave it alone or bring the conversation up. Like, so
Yeah, leave it
like what are
alone.
we doing?
Leave it alone.
Okay.
Leave it alone. I mean, he's got a kid, I'm not knocking that, but he should be trying to, how old is he, you said?
31.
Yeah, leave it alone, but let's see what he does. Let's see if he asks you out again
Okay.
or at all, should I say.
Okay. So by Sunday is like my okay.
Yeah, that's a week from when he asked you the first time, basically.
Okay. Valid. Okay.
So give it a week. Yeah, give it a week. See what he does. But there's nothing you can control about what happened already. So you don't regret it, like you said at the beginning. So that's
Yeah, I don't.
it is what it is. Happened.
Okay. Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
wait till Sunday and see what
Yeah.
transpires.
Listen, my point is this. Here's what many girls do because they get fearful and scared at this moment. They end up playing this little cat and mouse game after the fact that this already happened. That's probably not what you want to do. My point is you could be there and be responsive. And yes, definitely have fun in texting. And if you like them, get to know them see if you like them. But don't overthink it. Just let it happen.
Okay.
Because that part already happened. He already got that out the way.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
But
got
you
it.
gotta moving forward, you might not you might want to watch that.
Yeah, that was the first time. That's why I'm like, I never done
Remember.
something like that and it caught me off guard.
Yeah, I never do this.
No, I swear. I swear.
All right,
I swear.
shout out to Ricky for the 10. Shout out to Rick. Thank you for the super chat, Rick. All right, Jaylene, appreciate you calling in.
All right, thank you.
Shout out
Bye.
to Jaylene, but I'm going to talk about Jaylene's situation. I understand. Everybody's going to say, well, what about her sleep with the dude? I said that. I said it's not the best option for you to do that with a dude that doesn't really know if, he thought, oh, she's cute. I want to invite her back. Of course is what he's thinking. Because it's already late at that point. It's already late. We're getting out late. So yeah, why don't you come back? And she was down. He didn't know if he liked her then because he didn't know her. He was just flirting with her. He thought she was hot and he was flirting. And he was flirting all the way to the bed, all the way to the piggy bank. And the piggy bank is the Betty bank. Dishing out D, man. These dudes out here dishing out D. Unreal. Unreal. Why are you taking all these dudes that dish D like this? All you ladies love the dudes that dish the D. See, you don't ask, you don't receive. See, fellas, this is what happens. That's what happens. Yes. All right, Lola, let's go. Hello.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lola. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing, pretty good. Fantastic. Where you
That's
calling
good. I
from?
love your show. I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
Yep. So I can just hop right in.
Um, Washington, how old are you?
35. Sorry, I had to think about that. 35.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So I met a guy maybe in I've known him over the years through a mutual friend. We've always seen each other over like the last 10 years. But when I met him in May, he finally approached me. I didn't even know that he liked me. But we were out at a mixer, and he approached me, and that day we all was like out as like a friend group. We were just having like a really great conversation. Things were flowing, and I was like, dang, like I kind of like this dude. And so for background, I'm from Washington D.C. There are a lot of beautiful women here. And the ratio beautiful women to like successful men is just not that great here. So I was just kind of impressed by him. So I'm like, okay, well, we exchanged numbers and we have been like kind of communicating throughout the months. So long story short, um, months go past, we're dating, like just talking a lot through text and phone, and our schedules are super busy because he has like two full-time jobs. I also have a kid, being a mom and also a full-time worker as well. So just we're just keeping in touch, trying to link up again, I guess. So, two instances go past where one, we went over to his house like after the 4th of July meeting, and we were all just having like a casual conversation. And I'm like, dang, I really like this dude. But I left that night. I was not a casual,
Okay,
the
okay, go
casual
ahead.
Kathy.
Let's get to it. I got you, Lola. I
Okay.
got you.
Okay.
Casual
So
Kathy is funny.
so when we finally did agree to link, I was like, dang, this is nice. He finally linked with me. I could tell he was tired, but I was like, he was a man of his word, so I like that. So that night we ended up being intimate with each other, and it was amazing. So we went from kind of, but I have okay. So let me backtrack. Before we were intimate, I told him I didn't want anything casual. I told him up front, I'm like, I don't want to do anything casual. I'm an intentional person. I'm a passionate person, so I just can't do casual sex. And he responded back and he said, I don't look at you as a casual person. So I said, okay. So we were intimate and it was amazing. So boom, that happened. So after the
All right, let me just
intimacy,
stop you real quick. Did you tell him
okay.
that night?
No, no, not
Okay, it
that
was
night.
before. All right, so
Yes.
how long? Let me ask my questions, and you can re-explain. How long you been seeing this guy?
Since May.
Since May. How many times have you seen him since May?
Like 3 times.
So that doesn't add up to me. Would you agree?
Yes. Well, kind of yes and no.
Go ahead.
So we've both been on travel in June. I travel for work. He was travel for vacation. And then my daughter's birthday was in June. So June was just like a really super busy month.
Okay. Okay.
And
So what seems to be the problem, I guess, with this guy? Why don't we get to the end? Go
so
ahead.
the problem I think is that he might have like an avoidant attachment style. And so like the closer that we draw, I feel like he pulls away, if that makes any sense. And
What do
so
you
I'm
mean?
trying to
Hold on a second. But still, what about the whole month of July?
um I don't know. He has been very honest to say he's responsible for a lot of things. Like I said, the two jobs. His brother has been in town from France, so he was like hosting his
Listen,
brother.
okay, fair enough. But here's the reality. You saw him 3 times in May?
No, no, no. Since the course of May, so May, June, July, those
Right. But
months,
when
three
how much
times.
when did you see him in July is my question.
Last week,
That was the first time
yes.
since May.
No, so we seen each other twice in July,
All
4th of
right.
July
All
and
right.
last week, and then
All right.
once in June.
All right. What are you looking for from dating?
Something very serious. I'm definitely looking for serious dating
Something
for sure.
serious. Okay, what's how old is he?
He's 30. He's 33. He's 2 years younger than me.
Does he have kids?
He does not have kids.
Mm. You know this is probably going to be a problem.
That I have a kid?
That he's 33 and you have a kid and he has no kids. That might be an
Yes.
issue.
Yes, I thought that. And so I think that's like a part of my anxiety. But the vibe that he gives off is like he's just super masculine man. And it didn't matter if that makes any sense. Like
Yeah. Okay. What does he do for work?
he's an accountant.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's
Yeah.
for reference, I will also say like I'm African American. He's Nigerian.
Mm.
Um, he's Nigerian, so he just has that masculine type of energy, like man's man. I pay for this.
And that's fine. And that's fine. Um. Yeah, he's not. Of course, he's not going to care when it comes to just dealing with you and hanging out with you. I'm talking about when it comes to commitment.
Right.
But second note, how often you guys talk?
Um, that's the issue that I'm having. So I think for me, like before intimacy,
Mm.
we would catch up like every other day. But I think for me, because I am looking for something serious, but I'm thinking back now that I didn't communicate. Like once I'm intimate, I would prefer for the communication to be like way more consistent and
Okay. And
intentional.
has it dropped off in consistency?
Yes, but let me
All
tell
right.
you what he was transparent enough to say like when I push the button with women, they get clingy because I'm not trying to be like super transparent, but he's decent, like really decent. And I think his historically women get really clingy with him after they
What's
have
decent?
sex with
What's
him.
decent?
The sex was great, like just for reference. It was great. And I think
So he
his
basically told you
history
once I lay it down on you, you get clingy.
basically basically. So I think he was going through his own vetting process to see if I was going to be emotionally anchored afterwards. So that's my thoughts though.
So here's the problem with this. How far does he live from you?
He lives 30 minutes away from me.
30 minutes away. Here's the big problem with this is that it's lacking consistency and you guys never see each other.
Okay.
The two biggest things that I argue are the most important things is something that is lacking here. We have to
Yeah.
call it what it is. Now you have your feelings about him and you have your experience with him, but
Mhm.
those two things are lacking.
Okay.
So, if here's the problem what I typically see, right? This is the alternative to you communicating something that might be a little bit of forward is not a problem, but the alternative to that is that you waste a year going down this rabbit hole of waiting for this to turn into something that never turns into anything.
Right.
Wouldn't you agree?
Okay. I would. And
Yeah.
that's I think for me right now because I do have a kid and I am looking for intentional like committed dating, I don't have time to like waste like that. So I guess what I'm calling for is like do I pull back and just fall back or do I have like the hard conversation of like, "Hey, I would like consistency. Do you have space for that?"
Yeah. So like if you just pull back, let me tell you what's gonna happen here. Two scenarios. One, you pull back, and then you're always going to be, what if? What did I
Mhm.
do wrong? Why didn't I say something? Or why do I feel this anxiety? And trust me, this always happens. So anybody
Mhm.
that says, no, just pull back, let it go, forget him, da 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 da, you know all the punchlines. They don't have to live with you.
Right.
They don't have to live inside your feelings about what you did that you knew you shouldn't have done, or maybe you should have tried something. So of course
Right.
you communicate. It's very
Okay.
easy breezy with this one. All you gotta do is say, listen, I understand we had our moments and we're not as consistent as I would like to be, but if you don't see this moving forward, if you're too busy, if you got too much going on in life, I'd rather you just communicate them. I'd respect it so much.
Okay.
Say just like that.
Okay. Okay. I can
I'd
receive
respect
that.
it so much that if you just were honest and if you just didn't see this in that light, whether it's for the moment or whether it's just in general.
Okay. I can receive that. And how soon do I have that conversation? Like in person or
Well, you never see him in
like right?
person, so so I would say you have that soon. You're not gonna, you're never gonna have the conversation. That's the point.
Fair. Fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. So when you
Okay.
talk to him next, if that ever happens too, then
Oh my God. Okay.
we'll have the conversation, Lola.
Okay, will
All
do.
right. All right.
Okay,
Appreciate
bye-bye.
you. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Loli. Shout out to Lola. She was sweet. Melanie, I see you in there too. I see you. You're in the back. And I just have a couple people, but I will get to you. I will get to you. She got her camera on ready to go. That's great. All right, guys, listen, I understand it could be difficult to deal with stuff like that. It's not easy, don't get me wrong. Somebody says something in my voice. You can't hear my voice through this thing? Is it low? Huh? Is my voice low, pal? Guys, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you're already in here, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to. That's it. That's all I ask for today. Just hit the subscription button. Subscribe. Right under my name, I believe it is. I don't even know at this point. All right, it's good. It's low. How is it low, bro? I don't want to amp it up too much because it gets clutty. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I just put it up a little bit. All right, here we go. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Nicole, where you calling from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Amazing. And how old?
38.
Okay, what you got for us? Go ahead. Hit us.
Okay.
Give us the
Okay.
good stuff, girl.
So, I am a divorced single mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I have an 11-year-old. And I recently been in, I guess you would call situationship.
Yeah.
For probably going on 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm sorry, what?
It's going to be about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And he's actually a neighbor. And it's just very confusing, and it was agreed upon that it wasn't going to be anything, but as time went on and spent together, now I'm the one catching the feelings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
um,
What's the issue?
well, he'll make inconsistency, like he'll want to hang out but then doesn't, but like he'll also make these comments and it's like mixed signals, like I don't know how you feel because we don't have a conversation about it, and I don't know if it's a cultural thing. Is it because I have a kid?
What's his comments?
Well, he'll make little comments like, oh, I want this to be mine, or I do like you a little,
Okay.
but we don't go out.
Yeah. I mean, that's classic casual cashmere. What's casual cashmere zone? You're it's convenient.
Correct.
And it's there.
comfortable.
Okay. So what do you want to do about it?
I think I'm at the point where I need to tell him how I feel because it's just making me crazy.
Yeah, but then why'd you agree to be friendly?
Because I didn't have any intentions on catching.
Yeah, none of y'all do until it happens. And how old are your kids?
I have a daughter that's 11.
Okay. And she lives with you.
Yes, and her dad is married with a kid, so
And
she's always like, I want you to find somebody.
Has he met her?
Yes, he knows.
Just in like friendly.
Yeah.
But she don't know what goes on behind closed doors with mama.
No, but I think she has.
Okay. So
And there's some icks about him too, and it's just like, I don't know what's keeping me going back.
I mean, he's a crutch for you. And do you even date? Do you date at all?
I did, but I just hate the dating apps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, like this is a classic case of somebody being an emotional and physical crutch. So therefore, of course, you're going to catch feelings over time. You spend time with him. How often do you see the guy?
Well, in the beginning, it was a lot. Now, like, I seen him 2 weeks ago, and before that, that was like 4 weeks ago. So I probably won't see him again for another like 4 weeks because
Yeah, exactly. It's convenience. It's
Yeah.
about when he's convenient for him. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And he doesn't live there.
Where the hell does he live?
With his parents, I think.
How old is he?
40.
Huh. Mm. What have you done for 2 years with this dude? How'd we get here, girl?
No clue.
Well, I have a clue. You wanted a little vitamin D, and you ended up getting it for 2 years straight. On and off. Now, I'm not hating it. It happens, right? We do things. We're human beings. No issue here. The issue is when it becomes something more than you wanted it to be. Now we're going to practice. Now I'm him. You're going to tell me. Go ahead. Hit me.
I get so nervous to do that.
Well, that's okay. That's why he's not here. There's no pressure here. It's just me and you.
Like I feel like we don't even like if we don't even go outside. Like I'm not asking for like fancy day, just to do something like go take a walk somewhere, like just hang out. Because when we do hang out, it's a fun time.
Yeah, but fair enough. But let me tell you something. When somebody's been conditioned for so long on what this is, that's all they need to do. He's been conditioned for so long too that this is really just a moment in time where we're both convenient. So he's
Right.
not.
And in the
He's like-
time frame, I have hooked up with other people,
Mhm.
but he doesn't know that. And obviously, I'm sure he has too. But it's just some reason I keep going back.
Yeah, because there's familiarity and it's convenient. You know, this is what I was talking about before with emotional crutches. It prevents you from actually going on real dates with people to the extent that you can. This happens all the time when people will have this little thing on the side, and there's Enrique over here asking them out, and they'll be like, "Yeah, it's getting late. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to meet up with this dude anyway. I don't need to go out with Enrique." This happens all the time. Now, here's the thing. My point is this: let's say you wanted to voice to him the issue that you're having here, even though I don't see it working out personally. Would you
Right.
agree?
Yeah, and everyone thinks that too.
Do you think that?
Yes and no. I think I have
Where's
this
the
like
no?
the fantasy of maybe because he doesn't show emotion, so I don't know.
But he doesn't need to if you're convenient cookie for him. But you've conditioned him that way.
Right.
So I'm not hating. Okay, you were the one that was okay with it too for a while until you
Yes.
weren't. So now he needs to know that you're not. Now, my question to you is, how are you going to tell him? Go ahead. I'm him. You're you. We're going to role play this thing. Go ahead.
I don't even know what to say. I think I just
That's
need
okay.
to tell
Come
him
from your
that
heart. Come from your heart.
it needs to stop, or we need to try something because I'm catching the feelings that I didn't expect to catch, and it happened. And I don't
I
think
just
I
got
could
the
just
impression.
do the
Oh, okay.
friends.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. I just got the impression you wanted to. It was convenient for you. It was convenient for me. I didn't realize any of this was that you were catching feelings like that. Like I like you, you know that, but I just didn't know that you felt that way. So you can't do this no more.
No, because it's going to be too hard because I'm catching feelings.
Well, that's okay, girl. We can get over them together.
No, I don't work like that.
That's interesting.
And I already have the trust issues from my marriage. Like,
Yeah, fair, right? So what you said wasn't bad. Let's go over there again. Just start just like that. Say, listen, we got to a place. Obviously, things have been going on for 2 years with us. We've gotten to a place where I'm starting to catch a little bit feeling for you, and it's ruining my other aspects of my life. And I didn't tell you this, so this is not necessarily on you, but now I have to tell you that I am catching my feelings. So if this really isn't going to go anywhere, I'd rather us just be very cordial because it's not helping me.
and I think I already know the answer, so it shouldn't be.
You do. And part of the reason that you're afraid to talk about this kind of stuff is because you probably know the answer.
Right.
And you might be afraid of getting that answer. Comes with it, you know.
Right, and from being hurt, and I think it all just stems back to of like being hurt in my marriage.
That's understandable. However, this hurt is not necessarily fully on
The
him.
same
It's just a
thing.
hurt, right? It's just
Yeah.
totally different. I understand that feeling. And maybe you do want this closeness and you like somebody there, but it's not sustainable. And if you don't voice it now, Okay, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of hurt. You either have a little hurt or a lot of hurt. You're just gonna get more hurt over time. That's it. Just choose the hurt.
Okay.
But you need to do it.
But it's also hard too because I feel like I need to do it in person and I don't see him as often.
Okay, well, you don't need to do it in person. You don't see him. You don't even know when you're going to see him, and this is driving you crazy. So, give him a call, leave him a voice note, something that gives him context. But you need to get this off your chest sometimes.
Right.
Because I can already tell you how bothered you are by this.
Oh, very.
Oh, I know. I can hear it in your tone. But you can't pretend to be okay with it and hanky danky, and everybody's all playful, and then come home and bawl your eyes out later.
Right.
That can't happen, right? Because that's I can argue that you're sending mixed signals.
Right, because he has maybe no clue of how I feel.
No clue how you feel, and you're okay with whatever way. You're just casual. Oh yeah, whenever you're in town, wherever you're here, we love to chat. Yeah, whenever's convenient. But that's not how you feel. So that's a little mixy.
Thank
All right.
you.
All right, girl. Appreciate you, Nicole.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you, but communicate. Guys, let me tell you something. Shout out to anybody who did the super chat. Appreciate y'all in the super chat in the chat right now. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to the channel. Just click subscribe. Appreciate you guys for being here. I got a couple more calls in here in the mix. Let's go. Let's get to it. Guys, let me tell you who is next. Here we go. All right, Steph, Dana, and Melanie, I see you. Melanie, we're camera on, ready to go. Damn. No, nobody can see you, Melanie. I can see you, though. Nobody else can, just me. I gotta give preferential treatment to people who are here. I'm gonna get to. Don't worry, and we're gonna have a blast. Just hold on one second. Tighty mighty. All right. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, I want to laugh. I want to giggle. So what? Let me giggle a little bit. Can't hate on a man who wants to giggle. Now all of a sudden, everybody say, he wants to giggle. Yeah, I'm giggling, Papa. Let me giggle. Let's do this. Come on, Steffi. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Steph, I can hear you. How you doing?
All right, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Where you calling from, Steph?
I'm calling from the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Oh, shoot. Cross the park. All right. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, what you got for us?
Okay, so I'm gonna try. I feel like there's context, but I'm gonna try to not blabber too much about that. Basically, I've been seeing this guy. We've been on 2 dates, and we were supposed to go on a third date. And that ended up having to get canceled.
Who
But he
canceled?
wanted. So I definitely am starting to like him.
Who
And
canceled?
okay, so he canceled and I was annoyed, right? So on our second date, he told me, I want to see you again. So on the date, we had planned to do something the next weekend. And it was scheduled for Sunday, and I was kind of waiting to hear from him, a confirmation of time and place. The day before, I was waiting for some kind of text from him. And it was like 4 o'clock, and I still hadn't heard from him. So I decided to text him. I was like, hey, are we still on for tomorrow? And he answered right away, and he was like, hey, like I meant to text you yesterday. I found out that I have to fly to Pittsburgh for work on Sunday. So, unfortunately, probably not. And I mean, that kind of pissed me off, but I didn't want to respond, impulsively.
Okay, go ahead.
So I didn't answer him for like an hour because I was just like annoyed that he didn't just tell me that himself, that I had to kind of get that answer
Okay.
myself.
All right.
And then he double texted me, and before I had a chance to respond, and said, unless you're around in the morning. And long story short, like I couldn't make that work. So I kind of said, like, I appreciate the alternative, but that doesn't work for me. So like we can rain check. And yeah, and we texted a little Sunday and Monday, and then, I knew he was in Pittsburgh all week. And so I still haven't heard from him in regards to a rain check.
Okay. And you guys have met up once before. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We've gone on 2 dates.
2 dates.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 29 as well.
29. You went on 2 dates. Where'd you guys go?
So there's also important context that I just want to mention quickly. We had been texting since May because his freaking location was
Okay.
in Manhattan, but he was
Okay.
moving from down south.
Okay.
So that's just context. And
All right.
then
He lives in Manhattan, though.
he lives in Hoboken.
Okay. Lives in Hoboken. So the last time you saw him was when? Give me the time. Like, when was that?
It would have been last. Sorry, I have no memory of
It's all right.
anything.
It's not a big deal. I just want to
I'd
know,
say
is it
2
last
weeks
week?
ago. 2
All right.
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And okay. What is the issue with the guy?
So my issue, I think, is that I think there's interest on his end, but I know he's very busy, and I'm finding myself spiraling, and I feel like I'm going to ruin shit for myself.
What is it? What do you mean he's very busy?
Like, he's just started this new job, and he has to travel every single week for work, which is fine. But I guess I don't know what his intentions are.
Well, what are yours?
Oh, I want a serious relationship. But I'd say I'm interested in, getting to know someone slowly over
Yeah,
time. But I'm
of course. Let's assume, of course, you get it from, yeah, of course you are.
but
As
I'm
everybody
spiraling.
is. But what is he looking for out of dating ultimately?
Oh, I have no idea.
And I know, that's the reason I asked the question, because I know what you were going to say. You were going to say, I don't know. I'd never asked him. Because listen, it's the money you guys are afraid to ask. Now, listen, it doesn't mean it's with you. I'm just saying it's important to understand what people want out of this whole experience. And if you can't feel comfortable to ask that, you get pushed in the dark. I don't even know what they're looking for. Maybe they're just looking to hang out, hook up, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't tell you that, but he's not going to sit there and, play this whole thing out, and then his actions will speak. So the point is, you don't know what this guy's looking for. But I would tell you there's a lack of consistency here. Would you agree?
I mean, at first it felt consistent, and then it didn't. It doesn't now.
Yeah, but right? You guys went out 2 weeks ago, and the time before that was when?
Oh, like a week before. So we went on 2 dates 2 weeks in a row.
Right. And are you guys talking consistently? Is my question.
No,
Thank you.
Yeah.
My point's proven. Consistency. Now, one thing is, yes, you want to be able to see somebody. Does he want to see you? Fair. And even if I made the argument, okay, he travels a lot, where's the consistency in getting to know somebody even when you can't see them, right?
Yeah.
Consistency is one. The main thing is, does they want to see you? Consistency two is, even though he can't see you physically or whatever the reason is, are you guys even keeping up with each other? And, this is all the issues of early stage dating. That's a part of it.
Yeah.
And so you're right. You don't know what he's like right now. When does he get back?
I'm not entirely sure, but I would assume tonight or tomorrow morning.
All right. Now, when he canceled on you, what did you say?
So I kind of called him out a little. I said something like, oh, because he said something that pissed me off a little. Sorry, can you still hear me if I minimize this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So scrolling up one sec. Okay, so I said now you owe me, like as a joke after I said it's best to rain check. Um, and he said, I think you've said that more than once. And then he said, I'm a working boy now. And I was like, I do understand you're busy. I just appreciate a little more of a heads up because I just felt like he didn't give me enough of a heads up.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And then he said to that, sorry, I booked my flight last night. I was told this at 5 p.m. yesterday, but I'll do better next time.
And that was the last time we spoke to him.
No, and then we sort of chit-chatted through Monday. So Saturday through Monday we chit-chatted, and then, this was his first travel work trip, so I'm trying to be like,
Okay,
considerate
listen,
of
you
that.
can be as understanding as you want, but why all your eggs in his basket? That's my
I'm
question.
trying not to. I'm messaging other people on Hinge. It's
Yeah,
just
because
hard.
listen, you can't be putting all your eggs in one dude's basket that is semi-consistent, but not really as much. You still got to go out and
Yeah.
meet people, So the part of it lies is where we put all our eggs in one person. I understand we like people more than we like others. I'm not
Yeah.
oblivious to that. I understand. But early on, the expectations of that person that's lacks consistency or whatever, at this particular moment, he does need to make it up to you. Now, he can make some of these snarky ass comments if he wants, but I don't like that, right? He should have been, if he liked you like that and he wanted to make room for you. Now, regardless if it's his lifestyle or whether it's you, it doesn't really matter. The outcome is still the same, meaning he's not making a mold for you in his life. And yeah, okay, people can be busy, but not to that level. You can be busy and still intentionally letting somebody into your life and still make room, still make time. We all spin plates. Everybody spins plates. So, I don't know. I'm not getting the hint that he's really available for you. That's what I'm not
I've been
getting.
wondering that. Yeah.
I'm not getting that because if that were the case, now, yeah, it changes guy to guy, but let's just generally speaking, if that were the case, he would want to maintain contact with you. That's all I'm saying. And you can take that for what you will, but I think it's important that you note that and you don't put all your eggs in his basket. And he should want to make it up to you.
Right. I guess I just, I don't know if I should continue to, talk to him, see him if he takes the
If he
initiative.
does it, yes.
Yeah.
If
So
he does it,
I should not text him.
no, let him make up for, listen, he's not, is he reaching out to you?
No.
Thank you. Okay. He canceled and he's not reaching out.
Yeah.
So let it happen. I don't really see it happening, but you have to let it happen too. Let this one happen. I'm going to give you that. Let this one happen. You don't need to be begging some dude just to, or reaching out all the time. And I'm typically not the person to say this. I'm typically the one to say, yeah, there has to be a nice little tennis match.
Right.
But I'm saying to you is that if the signs are becoming obvious, like I would tell any guy as well, if a girl's doing this to him, I say, well, leave that girl alone.
Yeah.
Have some self-respect here at some point. If they're obviously, let them be. Let him reach out when he's back. If he doesn't, great. You need to move forward, and either way this goes. You need to see in other people either way.
All right. You confirm what I thought because my
Good.
friends are annoying. So I know
What do
you
you
say
mean
don't
they're
listen.
annoying?
They're just like, I think giving him the benefit of the doubt.
And you can, but not after the point of what just happened. That's my point. Yeah, you can give people the benefit of the doubt for so long, but the doubt doesn't benefit you. That was just a line. But I agree with you. I do give people the benefit of the doubt, but there's been one too many inconsistencies. And all I'm saying is that if somebody, listen, for anybody, if somebody cancels on you and says, okay, whatever, when I get back, then let them do when they get back.
Right.
You don't no need to do anything about this. You can still give people the benefit of the doubt and not put your eggs in their basket.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, I give you the benefit of the doubt, but I still want to go see other people and see what other opportunities are out there. That's what you should do.
All right.
All right,
Needed
Steph.
to hear that. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Shout out to Steph. Shout out to Steph. All right, Melanie. Melanie, you may be my last one of the evening. We'll see. All right. So before I call in Melanie right now, I want to say, understand something. When somebody is being unavailable on purpose, and it feels on purpose, it feels like they don't want to reach out, they don't want to talk to you, and they're not rescheduling. I mean, these are signs of obviousness, and we got to deal with that. You have to hold that. Don't put your eggs in a basket. They don't want you in the basket. They don't even want your eggs there, pal. All right. First off, shout out to who was it that sent a super chat in? It was who was it? Uh, Charlotte. I think it was Charlotte. Charlotte, shout out to Charlotte for sending the super chat. I think it was Charlotte. Much love to you, girl. Guys, you subscribe to the channel. You haven't done that yet. You better get on that. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Did you want to be on camera or off camera?
It doesn't matter. I literally couldn't figure out how to turn mine off, so sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. Only I can see you right now, so all good.
Okay.
Where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
Oh,
Yep.
beautiful. And how old?
38.
Okay. What you got for us?
Okay, so I'm kind of nervous to be on a show, but
Oh, that's all
first
right.
of
That's
all,
all right. We're just having fun here.
yeah, your videos are hilarious, so props on that. But
Thank you.
so basically what's going on is I signed up for a new workout class like 5 weeks ago, and I'm like totally in love with the instructor. Like his class is like it's strength training with cardio mixed in, like short bursts of cardio. It's very effective, and he's literally hilarious. Like it's like half stand-up comedy, half really good workout. Anyways, so my question is though, how many guys would not want to ask out one of their clients basically? Like I can't not take his class. It's like the best workout class I've ever been to. But like he's
But
probably
you
not going
like
to ask
him.
me out. What was
But you
that?
like him. But you like him,
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
How old do you think he is?
I looked it up online. He's 5 years younger.
So he's 33.
Yeah. But like he actually looks older than me. Luckily I look a little bit younger than, I don't know. So we kind of look the same age.
Mm. Well, depending on the type of gym you guys are a part of, which but yes, and like here's the thing, right? And people who are at work, especially an instructor or a quote unquote trainer, but let's call it an instructor because it's instructor, he's instructing classes.
Yeah.
He could get reported quickly. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. So he's very,
So
I know if he's been doing it for a bit, they're very cautious about that. And I used to work in gyms majority of my youth, so I understand. They're
yeah.
very careful with that kind of stuff because they could lose their stuff. So they typically try to keep it. Has he flirted with you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I'm all about energy. Also, he's like attractive too, and but not like too attractive, you know? So it's like perfect. But yeah, it's like his energy is amazing, and I feel like ours really click. So should I just like quit the gym but like leave him a note? Like what should I do?
What do you mean quit the gym?
Well, because if I'm not a member anymore, then he could ask me out. If I just leave him a letter or something.
Hold on a
What
second.
should I
How often
do?
do you interact with? How often do you interact with this guy?
Once a week.
So you see him once a week.
Yeah. But I've gone every week for 5 weeks. So
Okay. Okay. So let's just say this, right? You interact once a week. Now, when you interact like talk, right?
yeah. Yeah.
How does that go?
They're small classes. Like it goes well. I mean, like I don't know. He could probably tell I have a crush on him because I'm not very good at like
Does he flirt with you though? Like flirt?
I mean,
Give me an
like
example. Little things,
it's
anything.
it's it's not overt. I mean, like he tells me good job when he like touched me on the arm. He gave me a hug once. And one time he asked if I was gonna be there again next week.
All right. I think it's been 5 weeks. I think you need to take it slow a little bit with this because listen, it's not actually he's not going to care if you give your number to him. That's he's going to appreciate it. But I'm saying if you don't want to do that because I don't know, he doesn't call you and now you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go back to his class. Right.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that, it's okay to test the waters a little bit more. Meaning, if you're there and you have a conversation with him, you're saying, so you're going to invite me to your next week's class or what? Obviously, he's not going to invite people to his class. You just show up. But that's the point. Make him say what he wants to say. Do little things like that. And then he's going to say, nah, well, yeah, of course, come next week. And then you say, okay. And then you come next week, then you can give him your number or whatever the deal is.
Right.
But feel it out a little bit more. Like maybe push the boundary just a little bit to see if he's really something there. Now, I typically, when it comes to people's works, I don't typically like to do this. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But if only do this, I'm saying if you feel that there's some kind of interest there, if you think that he's really, making a move.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not very smooth, so wish me luck.
Just say you're gonna invite me back to the next one. You do.
Okay. Well, it's pretty much like I go every Thursday.
I know.
Oh.
And I no, listen. I know how classes work. I'm stating the obvious. He's gonna say, "Yeah, just of course come." Right?
Oh,
And
okay.
or he's gonna say, "I don't got your number. I don't know. I can't just invite you." It
Yeah.
opens up so many avenues. But my
Okay.
point is, ask an obvious one. So when are you gonna invite me to the next one?
Oh, okay. Is it too late for that though? Because I've already come 5 times.
No. Like, do you teach anywhere else?
Oh.
When are you gonna invite me to the other ones? Anything.
Oh. Oh, he does have a different type of class. Like
Of
he does
course he
like a
does. They don't just stay at one most of the time. Sometimes they bounce around.
Okay.
So yeah, ask him. Feel it out.
Okay.
Feel it out. But be a little more flirty. And by the way, at some point, whether it's next week or the week after, there's no issue with just giving him your number and saying, "Well, if you ever want to grab a coffee, or if you want to invite me to your class that's not here, I would love to attend."
Okay. Okay. I'll try it.
Will you?
I hope so.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, but you should.
Okay. Thank
Now,
you.
listen, I don't like the gap. I don't like the age phase, but hey, listen, you live once and you get to experiment and see if it works.
Yeah, I mean, usually more than ±2 is like not the best, but
Sure. All right, Melanie. Appreciate the call in.
okay, thank you.
Shout out to Melanie. That name always stuck with me. I'll never forget my brother in high school used to date a Melanie. So that name has always been stuck in my head because I used to have this crush on her. I'd be like, why does he keep bringing Melanie back to the crib? She's getting me going right now. That nice little flowy red hair that she got. Man, Melanie. I would always be trying to block him, honestly. Block my brother's style and insert my own swag up in the mix. Because I was, 10 years younger and I was a little cute at that time. So she'd be like, "Oh, where's your little brother?" "He's right here. He's knocking on the door. He's annoying, Bill. He's putting him down. I'm letting you know I'm stepping in here. 2 feet on deck." So that's why when I hear the name Melanie, it sticks with me. It sticks with me. Oh, yes, it sticks. All right. Yeah, I don't know I was definitely cock blocking him. Definitely. I was like, "Yo, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know. She's smiling at me more than she's giving you attention. I'm tickling on my words and I'm just a little kid, bro. You got to step your game up, man. I'm coming in here just snagging her. I mean, yeah, I'm not exchanging numbers because I didn't have no phone at the time, but you get the point. Every time she came over, he was like, "Where's little Benny?" "Benny's over in the corner waiting for you to get here, mama. Come on, Melanie." So anytime I hear that name, that's just kind of where it comes to my mind. So apologies for that one. I'm gonna have to rant. All right. Well, listen, when it comes to hitting on people in public, I understand. And especially when it comes to people's work, people sometimes, guys don't want to cross that line. Well, nobody does. Women don't either, by the way. That's fair. They don't. But guys definitely don't want to cross that line when it comes to client or attendee in class. There's certain things that they kind of they become a little more reserved. Now, you might meet some dogs out there that don't really care, that just don't really care, that'll take that down. He doesn't strike me as one, but yeah, guys, listen. Thank you guys for the super chat. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, she did. She definitely made an impression. Yeah, guys, if you want to call in, I'll do one more before the night's done. If you want to call in, you got to hit there's a link. The link is pinned in the chat. You see the link. It's a StreamYard link. And it's also pinned in the description of the video. We've had some great calls tonight. I appreciate y'all calling in. No, they haven't been crazy. There's been some. There's been some. I was just on TikTok live before this, talking about doing a seance for arugula. was like, what? And yeah, I gave it to him so he'd eat it, and he, it was like a one wish willow. I was like, wow, you voodooed his arugula so he would eat it and like you. That's a one wish willow. No, I'm not a dog. No. Yeah, you know how it goes. Oh yeah, we getting in here. And by the way, I had some other topics to talk about tonight, but it kind of just stemmed into a nice little call-in show. The ones I typically love. I love the call-ins more than anything else. So I will divert my energy off of my topic to talk about the call-ins. I do that all the time because I like to I want people calling in. I like to interact with people. Elizabeth, oh, I see you. I see you. Okay. I'm gonna get we got one more in the cut. We got Elizabeth showing up in the cut. Now, I'm going to bring in one more. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to be on camera or off camera, Elizabeth? It's up to you.
Off would be better if that's
All right. You're off right now.
okay.
All right. Elizabeth, where are you calling from?
Seattle.
Oh, interesting. What part?
What part of Seattle?
Yeah.
Ballard.
Okay. I'm unfamiliar with it, but I'm just curious what part.
Okay.
All right, cool. And how old are you?
40.
Got you. Okay, cool. What you got for us?
I called in once before. There's a guy that I've been seeing that it's been, I think, like 2.5 months. But the last month, I really haven't been hearing from him that much. Like, we've only hung out twice in the last month mostly because of external circumstances. There was one weekend I was out of town, and then the last week he was really sick for like a week and a half. So then I didn't see him for like 2 weekends.
Okay.
Then this week he's feeling better, and I still haven't heard from him that much. And I asked him last Sunday, I had some time and asked if he wanted to hang out, and he said he was still a little bit sick, but let's hang out this week. And also his daughter was with him and was homesick. And anyway, so then I was like, sounds good, but maybe I should have said like when works for you. But I kind of wanted him to I had just offered to a time. I kind of wanted
Okay.
him to be the next one to say,
Okay.
like, I
All
don't
right.
know, to propose something.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like close to the weekend again, and he hasn't like nailed down plans. And I don't know. I think just it feels like we're losing momentum, and I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right. Remind me. You've been seeing him for a total of 2 months, right? Let's just go over the facts.
Yeah, like 2.5 or something.
2.5. Okay. And how many times you've seen him in total? Just to refresh.
I don't really know. I haven't really been counting.
Around about.
Like maybe an average of once a week.
All right. So like once a week. All right. So that's a pretty good, right? It's been consistency. Yes.
Except for the last month, it's been like 2 weeks in between each.
How often do you guys talk?
Yeah, at the beginning, it was like every day we were texting and we would talk on the phone sometimes. And now it's like, yeah, maybe once a week we talk on the phone, and it's more because I want to. And he'll text me like every few days or something. And not that I'm never texting him, but it's just, it feels like, yeah, the communication has really slowed down. It's always like very warm, and when I do talk to him or see him, he seems really into me. But
okay, so here's the thing, right? If this was early on, like 2, 3, 4, even 4 weeks in, I'd tell you just leave it alone and let it unfold a little bit. But you're 2.5 months in, which is about 10 weeks in, and because of that, and because there has been consistency to some extent, yeah, there's been a little bit of fall off. And he asked you to hang out, right? He said, how about, when was it? When did he say?
No, he didn't. He just said, like, let's get together this week. But he didn't make firm plans. And every time, like I did ask him, I brought it up a couple times that I wanted to like more consistency in communication and wanting to feel a little more pursued. And he just keeps saying like his kids are in town for the summer and like once they're back at school he'll be able to focus on me. So I just keep feeling like I shouldn't bring it up again because he just keeps asking me to be patient, and maybe I should
No,
give it a couple more months and see if things change.
how old is he?
54.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a gap. And do you have kids?
Yes, I have an almost 2-year-old. So I also have schedule limitations because of that.
Mm, okay. So you're not available on the weekends. You're available on the week.
Well, I'm available like some evenings and yeah, like time, like sometimes on Sunday, my daughter's with her dad and I have time then, or I have time here and there, and I can also get a babysitter and like be
How
pretty
far
flexible.
does he live from you?
Like a 35-minute drive.
Okay, 35-minute drive. So he drives to you most of the time?
Yeah, I've actually never been to his place because his kids are in town for the summer, and yeah, like once they're not there, I'll be able to go.
Okay. Well, it does sound like he's not making this a priority at this
Yeah,
moment.
it feels like
At this
that.
moment,
Yeah.
at this moment, I don't hear it like a priority because, again, like I said a couple calls ago, if you're lacking consistency in terms of like seeing somebody because of whatever, and life phase matters too. I want to put that in here. This isn't,
Mhm,
you're talking to a 25-year-old or a 52-year-old. Those are different life phases, different responsibilities, different things they have in alignment into their
mhm.
life that's already set.
But
So
I
I
also
don't,
have a lot of responsibilities too.
no, I'm not saying you don't. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like, not that even the younger do won't, but your life is more intact at that point. You're more in your routine. You have
Mhm.
things that, whatever. Long story short. Um, yeah, listen, I don't think necessarily there's anything you should do right now, but I do want you to also help with this enhancement of communication,
Okay,
like,
maybe I'm pulling back too much, like wanting him to step
well, you
forward.
might be, I don't know. And I'm saying that like instead of just being like, again, this isn't 2-3 weeks in. This is you're talking about a 10-week in thing. It's
Mhm.
okay for you to say, "Are you coming into town this weekend?" Smiley face. Or whatever
Yeah.
it is. You need, it's okay to put your foot forward there a little bit
Okay.
without being like, oh, if he'll just reach out to me. There's so much uncertainty there, and all the anxiety is really there. It's in the weight game, as
Yeah.
opposed to taking your best foot forward and saying, like, hey, look forward to seeing you in town this week or whatever. Just
Yeah.
give me time and date. Like time and
Yeah.
place, sorry, should I say. There's little things like that, it's okay to do, and
Okay.
you'll notice a shocking sometimes change when guys feel that you're excited to the way you are to see them. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Okay. That doesn't come across as chasing. I guess I just feel like
No,
I've
you're
been the
10
one
weeks in.
more
You're 10 weeks in.
often to be the one to like propose plans or asking him to hang out.
What's
And
that?
usually
Say it again?
I just feel like I'm usually the one like proposing plans or asking
Fair.
him to hang out, and he will follow through, but I just want to see like effort on his part too.
That's fair. I understand. Does he still works, I assume? What kind of industry is he in?
Pharmaceutical sales.
Okay. Yeah, and I can understand you wanted him to initiate more. That's fair. But he hasn't as much. So I'm
Mhm.
saying to you that sometimes it's okay for you to I know that you kind of make the plan sometimes, but he typically drives to you all the
Mhm.
time. So I'm
Mhm.
saying that it's okay to
Okay.
lead with that a little bit.
Okay.
Again, I think you guys are in different phases of your life. You guys I I assume I don't know if, marriage is such a big deal for you at this point or him, I don't know. But it's not like you like have this you want kids and you have to get on the same page super quick. I just feel like there's integration of life is different at that stage, especially at 52 or 54, whatever it is.
Mhm.
It is a
That's
little
true.
different. So I've seen it over and over again. It's not like all these guys in the 50s move really quick and just like do the most. Some can, but I would tell you that some are also have this like lifestyle. They're so accustomed to being in this routine of things that it's okay to give and take a little bit. And now if he keeps showing inconsistencies, and you can say, hey, listen, I understand you've still been getting to know each other, but I'm not even going to tell you that I'm looking for it from you, but this is just something that I expect with me because I'm taking this part of my life kind of seriously. And if it's not something you can fulfill, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know.
That's helpful.
All right. All right, Elizabeth. Shout out to you. Appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Shout out to Elizabeth. Yeah, listen. She was really nice, really sweet. Elizabeth is really sweet. Yeah. All right, y'all. Listen, that's the end of the evening. I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you guys next week at Monday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you haven't subscribed, so you get the notification when I do go live, I need you to subscribe to the YouTube right now. Just click the damn subscribe button, papa. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good time. Have some laughs. Have some cries. Have some bedroom surprise, whatever you want to call it. Swing from the chandelier a couple times. Do a couple doggy paddles. Yeah, that's right. You get the point. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for being here. And I will see you guys Monday evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And for that reason, ta-ta. Ta-da.